Yep, they are gone. They've moved. Okay, we got 2 stars. Can we grab both of these without, like, triggering the next area? Oh, there's another one down here. I wonder if these affect the ending, or, like, I'm really curious what the stars do.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong.
Is that a wolf?
My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Oh god. I'm sliding. Okay, let's back up the camera a little bit here. Oh my god. Yeah! Come on, he could not tell me that doesn't look silly as hell. Oh shit, no. No! Okay, you can pretty much climb anything. Fuck. Oh my god. I mean, the floaty jump helps get these at least, so. You actually go faster downhill, so at least there's physics and stuff in play. I didn't like. Hope I didn't miss anything up there. I'm sorry, I'm really taking in the music. And that reveal there, my dad is dead. It was pretty serious. Like, it's weird to kind of develop a connection to these characters that you don't even see.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
That was sudden. But like all that talking about his dad and whatnot, it's like there may not be any visuals there, but I really feel it. It's like I really feel like I got to know the guy, you know? Like at least it helped me form some kind of connection to the character. So even though I'm not like tearing up sad or anything, I do feel something for when he said my dad is dead, you know? Which is, I guess, kind of odd because maybe if I had actually had a dad growing up, then I could form a more personal connection there. I would feel something, but because I had pretty much no dad in my life, I can't really say I felt anything for that. Well, I felt something, but not as, you know, strong as it could have been. Okay, invisible wall. Good to know this game has that. Like, I kind of, like, to me, this game kind of, like, it invites you to explore a little bit, right? So, I get the feeling of, I know where I need to go. Well, I can't say for sure, because I've never played this game before, but, you know, it's like, I'm trying not to head straight forward all the time in case we miss something, because it doesn't seem like all these little things you dig up are required, right? They're completely optional from my understanding so far. I don't think you need to get them. Well, we're going to another section. Oh, wow. Seriously, wow.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
This is absolutely beautiful. Holy shit. This is gorgeous. Holy shit, man. Like, if you ever, you know, been awake at night and looked into the stars, like you're by a lake, you look up and you see the reflection in the water, it's fucking gorgeous.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Oh my god, these visuals are just breathtaking, man.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
at that. I want to push the ball.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
I want to say, side note, my cat, see, I have a blanket over my window so I can sleep during the day. And my cat got his claw stuck in it, and he was trying to push it away while trying to pull out with his other paw. It was cute. You silly kitty. Your claws are too sharp. It cuts me, like he sometimes scratches me without even meaning to. Doesn't realize how much it hurts.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I'm trying to, I can't like angle the camera in a way so I can get a better look at that. I think that's for Dad being in the army. I love it when games go to those so surreal like visuals or direction, you know, where we were just in a lake in the middle of nowhere, stars reflecting off the surface of the water, well, I should say the sky. That was breathtaking, and how do you top that? That was something else. I don't know if I've played a game that had a more like visually gorgeous section. A section just made like I legitimately got a little teary-eyed from that. That was such gorgeous visuals. Hey. Well, at least we're rewarded for coming out here, right? Like, I think that's this way's game, or that's the way the game rewards you, is giving you more visual examples or metaphors or just a visual representation of the story, right? To help you understand it better, if sometimes hearing isn't always the best way of learning what the story is, you know? Because, like, I think some stories, like Sonic Forces, for example, that's a story that does a lot of telling but not showing, and I think that damaged the story because of it. And in many cases, it kind of contradicted what we saw. Like, they said, like, that Tails went insane because Sonic was captured, but when we see Tails, he's perfectly fine. They say Sonic's been tortured for like 6 months, but when we see him, he's perfectly fine. Like, and the game just did like an abrupt cut of like things are going well to suddenly Eggman has control over like almost the whole planet. Not like a steady build or like a montage of Eggman taking over the world, you know? The soundtrack keeps getting better and better, though, I'll tell you that. Like, I mean, when I talked about it earlier, it was a little early to, like, you know, say this is a good soundtrack overall, or it's a bad one overall. Like, it was still very early, but it's just getting better and better, I have to say.